Hey, Central Texas, Curtis Quillen, 6 News Sports Director. I just got done watching episode 5 of Our Time Baylor Basketball, and what a personal episode it was. The first thing that I noticed is I loved how little of this episode was devoted to games. There were no women's games recapped in this episode, and there was only one men's game. It was that Kansas State game at home in Waco. They shellacked the Wildcats. They did exactly what they were supposed to do. This one, a few episodes ago, we heard Nicki Collen talk about how hard it is being away from her family because her kids are teenagers and established in their lives. And so she didn't want to disrupt theirs so that she could take this job and take advantage of this opportunity at Baylor. So we got to go with her to Atlanta, and her husband, Tom, brings up a really good point. How many parents have to hop on a plane at 5:45 the day after a game to take advantage of an off day to go see her kids? And how many would? I mean, in the episode, they point out she flies out of Dallas at 5:45 in the morning. She's not back. She has to fly out of Atlanta at 6 o'clock the next morning. And so really, really fascinating look at Nicki Collen's life as a parent, in a different time zone from her kids. And really kind of heartwarming to see that she goes from exhausted after a game to, her face lights up whenever she sees her kids in Atlanta. I highly recommend the first part. But as we go through the episode, another part of the episode is we see Adam Flagler and his passions off the basketball court as he's trying to shadow a doctor at Baylor Scott and White Hillcrest there in Waco. And it's really cool, and it's a good forum to show just how busy these guys are. He wants to be a doctor, and more power to him. That is a really tough road to hoe, and I wish him the best. But you see the stuff that he has to go through. Keep in mind, you almost have to have that kind of shadow time in order to even really get in to medical school. I'm seeing my brother go through that process right now, and the shadow time is a big thing that's helped him get an offer. And Flagler being able to take advantage of, hey, I have some time, I'm gonna go to the hospital and I'm gonna shadow, is really cool, and it is really, really smart. And it shows that he's very smart off the basketball court as well. As far as the game part in here, hearing them talk about Scott Drew, it just matches everything that we've always heard. And then you see the Bears beat up on Kansas State there, the most dominant win that they've had in Big 12 play to this point. All in all, I thought it was a really, really interesting episode that focused on life away from the basketball court. Really enjoyed it. So let me know your thoughts. I'm on Twitter at Curtis Quillen.